tires that we have been unable to dispose of on government deals. May I have a motion to declare the following as surplus property and authorize the finance director to sell them at a public sale, and if they don't sell, to have board approval to give tires away? Approximately 135 10R22-.5 and 1011R22.5 tires, and some car tires.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Item 7E, request to bid. In accordance with Scott County Board of Education Policy Number 2.806, concerning bids and quotations, all purchases of supplies, materials, equipment, and contractual services in excess of $10,000 shall be based on competitive bids. May I have a motion to request that the Scott County Finance Director bid the following: Birchfield Elementary Playroom Conversion, Birchfield, Fairview, Huntsville Middle Schools roofs, Birchfield, Huntsville Elementary, and Winfield Elementary Schools awnings, Scott High School Little Theater seats and boilers and heat HVAC, replace asphalt located by the dumpsters with a steel reinforced concrete pad, Huntsville Cafeteria, Kitchen, and Robbins Elementary RTI classrooms, old offices, and library, HVAC, Scott County Schools floor scrubbers machines, advanced oxidation air purification system. Say that for me.
Ionizers.
Air purification systems, HVAC units. Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Are the touchless faucets, is that out of the other grant?
Yeah, we right now, we are currently had some of the 2.0 and also some of the 1.0 that we're using out of the ESSER funding. And we ordered some more touchless faucets. Also, what else did we get this last round, Coach?
Actually, we've been in contact with the county government. Mayor Tibbles has put us into consideration for some more funding for additional touchless
Yes.
faucets. And we're also collecting information from the schools, got the total amounts that each school is going to need in hopes of ESSER 3 for sure.
And we had also talked about the air hand dryers and the paper.
Yes.
They're supposed to never come from the same.
Yes.
grant.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll make that motion then. Or-
We already got a motion.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, any more discussion? If not, waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye. Item 7F, TSBA membership dues. Approval is needed to continue the membership and pay the dues for Tennessee School Board Association. May I have a motion to approve the of TSBA membership with the Scott County Board of Education and pay the dues for school year 2021 to 2022 in the amount of $5,458.
Motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Item 7G, award bid. The Finance Department opened bids on April 23rd, 2021, after the agenda. This is,
Yes. Wrong date.
yeah. Okay, what date should that be?
That would have been this past Monday. I'll tell you right here. April 12th, that is. Yes.
Okay. Let me start over then. Finance Department opened bids on April the 12th. After the agenda was sent out, the following bids was received and referred them to the board for approval. Window tint for Scott High School, Alternative School, and Robbins School. Dixie Roofing has submitted the winning bid to re-roof the Board of Education building. May I have a motion to award the following bids? Big Orange window tint for Scott High School, and Alternative School, and Robbins School. Dixie Roofing, re-roof the Board of Education building.
Motion. Second.
What
Any
was those
discussion?
totals on that? You know,
Which one?
the roof and the
The
window.
roof was at 51,000, a little over. Mr. Hill is here also too with our architect.
There were two options bid for the Board of Education re-roof. For $51,000, it was a
20
20-year
year.
roof system.
Mhm.
And there was for an additional $8,150, that could be a 30-year roof system.
So which one did we do?
We haven't really decided as far as that. I mean, she didn't put that on the bid specs here. That was that we need to address, I guess, as far as we're doing a 20-year or a 30-year warranty.
Alan, as far as the bid specs, the warranty or the length of the warranty was not specified,
No.
was it?
Yes, it was.
It was,
It was.
and it was specified to what?
The base bid was a 20-year warranty
Okay.
system. And the alternate for the additional $8,150 was an additional 10 years to bring it to 30 years.
But that was part of the bid?
Yes, it was.
As long as it's part of the bid, you can do either one.
So who was the bidders?
I only had one, the Dixie Roofing was the only bidder.
And when
Yes.
there were 4 contractors that had picked up bid packets. Of those, 2 had responded and said that because of other workload, they would not be bidding. And one bidder wasn't feeling well and just was not excited. I had my numbers together, I just didn't feel well enough to make it into eternity.
So what are we gonna be voting on, a 20-year or a 30-year?
I would recommend that the board, we do a 30-year.
I don't think so.
Be wiser, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It'll make it a little right at $59,000.
If
Would it
you
make
have the
it-
funds on the per year cost, it's a good buy.
Yeah.
You know, if you have the funds and you still
That should have been
intend to be
on the-
using the building in 30 years.
So we're voting on 30
My recommendation would be to go to the 30 years, yes.
Motion.
Do we need another motion for that?
No, but I would put that in your minutes, that it's specified as a 30-year warranty at, what, 59,000, whatever.
And we'll get the price when we get, in the morning, we'll get the total price with that, as far as on top of the 51,000.
Is there any more discussion?
Is there a second? Mid-second.
Linda?
Glenn, that's right. Did you need to know the price on the winter tent also?
No, I'm assuming we just had one bid.
Yeah, we had the one bid on that, it came in at a little over 22,000. And that's part of the Safe School grant money that we do each year.
and then we're completely tenant, right?
We continue, yeah.
The reason I asked about the other was I know there was like a 20 and a 30 year, and we didn't really specify it in there, so we needed to make sure, have that down in our minutes,
Right,
what was given.
Got it.
okay, no more discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Okay, before we go to the next item, Mr. Silcox, do you have anything? About you, Ms. Terry?
Yes, I have had calls about graduation.
Mhm.
Concerned about just getting 4 tickets. That many would like to have it on the football field. And I know all the work that has to go into that, but just hope that it would be considered so that, grandparents and situations where they're divorce situations could be included.
I'm just telling Ms. Rector, and also,
Yeah, I just-
if there are special situations, they can call the school, speak with her.
So just tell them to do that.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything? Judas Kim?
The same thing, I've had several calls about the graduation, asking if they just consider about having it on the football field. I know that's a lot of work because.
It is, but you got bad weather, you never know.
Guys, let me mention one thing about that. This year, we are having to rent a stage. So it's not a matter of just picking a stage up here and moving it down there. We cannot use the current stage that we have. We have to bring in a stage from outside. So we are even making arrangements with those rental companies to bring that in. So it does complicate things when you're looking at the potential of weather and things like that. The complication of having it on the football field, I couldn't even get into, I'll be honest with you. We'll start with the sound system. It's a problem. And we'll just go from there. We are considering things. I have that graduation planned about 6 different ways. I started that last year, have all that documented. So I promise you we're considering lots of different options. Nobody wants to limit people, but we do want to be able to have an appropriate ceremony where people can see, hear, and we can honor those students appropriately. If kids have specific situations, especially home situations, I talked with one student today. I just encourage them to come and let me know that. I can always plan for things. I can't always fix them last minute. So if they'll just come to me and let me know, we will do our level best to work with those students. But I promise you, we're considering all options and looking at those things. Sometimes it's just very complicated.
Thank you. Mr. Lou, do you have anything?
Nothing for me.
Okay. With that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Wait on the roll call.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Hey, Bill, would you call off graduation?